Welcome to PLZ Soccer's fixture preview for the SPFL Week 2, guys. This first game we're going to look at is Ross County Celtic. Ruffy Owara Edwards proved to be a good player for Ross County against Hearts. They always give Celtic a good go. He could be one to watch this weekend.
Most definitely, and the evidence of last week, they were really impressive in the first half. I think anybody who goes up to Ross County will know they're in a game, and these new signings will be to keep your eye on them, and Celtic will know that will be a tough game for them.
Tam, is it going to take another last-minute winner for Celtic to get over the line?
Possibly. I was really impressed with Ross County against Hearts. Even though they should have been 2 or 3 up in the first half. I think he's brought up some good English players, young players up to Dingwall, so they'll give Celtic a stern test, but I think Celtic will win by a couple of goals.
We'll stick with you, Tam, for the Rangers game. They're playing Kilmarnock this weekend. They came from behind to beat Livingston. They fell to a 2-0 defeat against USG. They've conceded 3 goals in 2 games. Kilmarnock will be up for this one, won't they?
Yeah, they will be. Obviously, Derek McInnes going back to Ibrox. I think he'll set his team up as he set his Aberdeen teams up. Not to be hard to beat, hard to break down. But I think you'll see a reaction from Rangers. I think that was a desperately poor performance last night, and I think they'll go and they'll win comfortably.
Right, Ruffy, they're really missing the likes of Morelos. They don't have Roof. They really need a key goal scorer in there, don't they?
They certainly do. They need to get their act together as well as the goalkeeper, as far as I'm concerned. I think that has to be sorted out. But yeah, you're right. But I think they'll beat Kilmarnock quite easily. I've tipped Kilmarnock to be in the bottom 2. I know they got a draw at the weekend there. It was against 10 men, so I think Rangers will have a really, really easy win here.
Right, moving on to Motherwell St Johnstone. Finally, a good result for Motherwell. Is Stevie Hamill the man for the job?
Well, we'll have to wait and see. It depends what way the board want to go. Do they want to go within the club, somebody they know who works with the academy and knows all the players? Or it'll be interesting to see what names are in the hat, because sometimes there might be a name in there that might just jump ahead of him.
And Tam, Graham Alexander was sacked after 2 games. Is Callum Davidson in the same boat with St Johnstone if he doesn't get a good result?
I don't think quite in the same boat, but I do think the pressure is starting to mount a little bit on Callum Davidson. I think very poor last season. Obviously just stayed up with the skin in their teeth against Inverness. So they'll be looking to pick up a result, but Stevie Hamill and Brian Kerr couldn't have handpicked a better fixture to try and put their hat in the ring for the job, St Johnstone at home.
And Aberdeen were looking to use the momentum from the cup run to get a good result against Celtic. They didn't, but can they get over the line with St Mirren?
Yeah, I think so. I think I've seen enough from Aberdeen at Parkhead to think that they're going to be decent this season. Obviously, going to Celtic Park in the first game of the season, Flag Day, is very difficult, but they weren't disgraced 2-0. They had a couple of chances themselves. St Mirren can't seem to buy a goal at the minute, so I can see Aberdeen winning that. Yep. Just
sticking with you, Tam, coming up for Sunday, we've got Hibs against Hearts. Including the semi-final in the Scottish Cup last season, Hearts won 2 out of 4 meetings. How important is it to win the first derby of the season?
I think it's important to win it. It's important not to get beat, I think, from a Hibs point of view. But in my opinion, all the pressure's on Hearts. I think that every journalist, every tipster, has picked Hearts to finish 3rd this season. Hibs have got a very new team. I think it will take a while for them to gel. So the pressure will be on Hearts. But I think Hibs can get a draw. I think that will be a low-scoring draw, to be honest.
Ruffy, Hearts got a 2-1 win against Ross County. Alan Forrest and Barry Mackay both scoring. They could be ones to watch and potentially key in a derby game.
Yeah, I think Hearts have got more firepower than Hibs. Obviously you've mentioned Mackay there. And they've got Boyce, who's now on the bench, and Shankland. So for me, they've got the firepower. But like Tam, derby games, anything can happen in them. A wee twist here and there. I think Hibs should be good enough to get a draw at home.
Right, lastly, Dundee United against Livingston. Livingston were unlucky to lose 2-1 to Rangers. Dundee United, they scored 1 each with Kilmarnock at Rugby Park. They got a last-minute equaliser. Are they the favourites to win, Dundee United?
Yeah, I think so at home. I've been impressed with them. I think they bought wisely as well. And the wee boy Levitt has scored an absolute screamer at the weekend. He's got to be watched. But certainly they've got the firepower now, with the signings that they've made. So I think that gives them the wee bit of advantage.
Well, that's us. Thanks for joining us. And don't forget to tune in to The Football Show on Monday at 4 p.m. We'll see you there.